Good morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries and to an absolutely stunning day in the UK. Blue skies, sunshine, birds out, top temperature of about 15. It's like jumper weather is how I describe it, jumper weather. So you can kind of take off your coat, maybe not quite t-shirt yet, but if you did some strenuous work you could probably get away with a t-shirt. Hope that's really explained the weather to you in lots of detail. I wasn't going to come here today, but when I saw the weather was going to be this, I was like, how can I stay away? Oh, it's just beautiful. The brassicas are still alive, guys. Oh my goodness, this is a record for them. You're doing amazing, guys. Please keep going. Please keep staying alive. I can't be sure that none have been eaten. No, I think I planted them mainly in the middle to try and keep the net over the whole thing. So yeah, I think they're all alive officially. That's very exciting news. I have to address that last week I planted out runner beans on my archway. They actually are broad beans. I got confused with the packets. I brought a packet of each and it was like a last minute job I tried to get done, and I planted in broad beans. So thank you if you were someone who pointed it out kindly and not rudely, because a few people did point it out a little bit narky about it, which was disappointing really. Because you know that I'm not an expert and I do still make these silly mistakes. No worries, I'm just going to pull them up and put some runner beans in their place. No harm done. We all make silly mistakes like that, don't we? And also that might lead me to my point that these are filmed in advance, guys. So yeah, the videos are filmed a few days in advance. It's just something I'm trying to keep up with this year actually, to make sure that I don't miss an upload. And if I do, it's very rare. And also it means that if we have a particularly bad day like a storm, or it's really cold and rainy and I can't get here, I've still got footage to put up, so I've still got a video to go up. So I'm coming down here on the days where it's nice and sunny, and I'm kind of ignoring the days where it's not, and that's just what I've chosen to do this year. Also, just one more point, super quickly, plug plants are not cheating. You can buy plug plants and put them into your allotment plot. I am doing more plug plants this year than I've ever done before. Couple of reasons. Firstly, I've got quite a lot going on this year and I've got double the space, so I'm just kind of trying to make life easy on myself, make sure I've got stuff growing. Secondly, I don't have the room to grow that many seeds at home, and I'm growing a lot of squash plants this year. I've obviously got quite a big pumpkin archway to fill, and squash seeds, as you know, the plants, they grow quite big and I want to get them quite big before they go out. So I've only got so much room in my home and I'm prioritising growing the pumpkins. That's just what I've chosen to do, but it's not cheating to put plug plants out. You've still got to look after them. I mean, I've done it twice with the brassicas and they've already been eaten once, so it's not, you know, just like a walk in the park if you do plug plants. It's still hard and it's still gardening. So anyway, got that all off my chest. Hope you're all doing well, guys, and let's get stuck in with today's gardening, I guess. God, there seems to be more spiders than ever in here. Why? Where are you coming from? Why don't you leave? So this down here is my strawberry bed, and half the strawberries are what I've saved from my pallet planter, because remember I forgot to water it and they all died, and if you don't remember that, then that's what happened. And half of them are new strawberries that I brought this year to whack in and kind of refresh the strawberry bed and just start again. My strawberry bed's gone through like a journey. It used to be in that bed over there, which has now got pumpkins in it. Then I took them out and put them in a pallet planter, then half of them died. Now they're all back in this bed here, so I'm making like a new strawberry bed. I think a bed is better than a pallet or a planter, just for me personally, because I just didn't get to water it and I just neglected it. So today we're going to do some work on the strawberries because they are starting to flower a little bit, which is excellent news. It's good. The flowers mean that we are going to get some kind of strawberry at some point, maybe. So if you're totally new to gardening and you don't know, the flowers flower, and then you see the middle of that flower looks a bit strawberry-like. Well, that's because it is a strawberry. It's going to turn into a strawberry. This is good news. This is what we want. However, you can see we've had some slug and snail damage already, and also I'm very worried about the birds coming down and helping themselves to all of the strawberries. So we're going to weed the bed first. First thing to do is to always keep on top of weeds, not just because it steals nutrients from all of the other plants and also it like causes a big mess and you can't see what's what, but also slugs and snails love weeds because it gives them loads of hiding places. So the first place to start with anything, if you don't know what to do, is to weed it and make sure there's no weeds. So we're going to do that. So it's been properly weeded. The next thing I'm going to do is mulch the strawberry bed. I'm going to mulch it with hay or straw, whatever you want to call it. I call it hay. This is actually from my rabbit. So I've got a house rabbit, if you didn't know. His name is Pippin. He's 2.5 years old and he is very fussy about what hay he eats. So normally I get him the Timothy hay and that's his favourite. If it's got dried flowers in it, even better. He absolutely loves it. The other day I went to this farm and they were selling these gigantic bags of hay for like only a couple of quid and I was like, brilliant, oh my gosh, this is going to last him for ages. Does he like it? No. Will he eat it? No. He'll poo on it, but he won't eat it. So I've got tons of the stuff now and I thought, alright, well we'll mulch the strawberries and I'm also going to use it to mulch my potatoes later on as well when they start to emerge. So it's not all is not lost. There's loads and loads of uses for hay in the allotment garden. It's a great material. I just never normally use it because my rabbit eats it all. So we're going to mulch it with hay. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's do it. Oh, look who it is, guys. It's Einstein. There he is. Come to say hello today, have you, Einstein? Yeah, it's nice to see you too. Right, there we go guys, our strawberry bed is nice and mulched over with a thick layer of hay, straw, whatever you want to call it, dried out grass, and two reasons for this. Firstly, it's going to keep them nice and toasty, warm, not that they really need that this time of year, but secondly, it's going to stop the strawberries from developing directly on the soil. Sorry, I hate the way I said that. It's going to stop the strawberries from developing directly on the soil, which will make them rot straight away. It's the same as pumpkins. You know when pumpkins develop on the ground and then you're told to put like a concrete slab underneath the pumpkin? It's just to keep it off the soil because the soil will rot it really quickly. Now, there's a second problem that we're about to encounter, and that is because now this is lovely and neutral coloured, the red strawberries are going to pop out like sweeties in a candy shop. All the birdies, including Einstein, unfortunately, I'm going to have to include you in this, Einstein, wherever you are, they're going to love it. They're going to come down and swarm it and just eat all of these strawberries. So there's a trick that you can do, and that is, it's a little bit weird. So what first thing we need to do is collect some rocks. Might know what's coming here. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint these rocks red so that it looks like they're strawberries. I'm using acrylic paint if anyone's interested. I don't think it massively matters. We're going to paint them red. It might not surprise you to know this is not the craziest thing I've ever done at my allotment plot before. I'm not one to shy away from slightly crazy, controversial ideas. It's actually quite therapeutic doing this. It's quite relaxing. It's like a little art project. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think it would be an interesting experiment at the least. Just to let you know, acrylic is working really well. So if you do try this, try acrylic paint. It's working really well. Got tips and everything now. how to paint your rocks red. Right, there we go. Lovely. So there's all our rocks painted red. We'll just wait for them to dry, and then simply we're just going to dot them about where the strawberries would be. And the idea, the crazy idea, is that the birds will come down and peck at them thinking they're strawberries, get nasty surprised and think, oh, it's just a rock, fly away, and then when the real strawberries arrive, they'll just assume that they're rocks. Now, I don't think birds are that silly, to be honest. I actually think birds are more intelligent than we give them credit for. I think they're very clever. I think they know Harry's not real. They're not fazed by the little spinny things I've got. I mean, I just think they're much more intelligent than we think they are, but I'm happy to try it. Let's give it a go. I think I tried it once last year, but I killed the strawberries anyway, so it didn't really matter. So we're going to give it a go. And right, okay. There we go, we've done it. What more can I say on it? I've painted rocks red. What more can I say? Right, so while that's all drying, I thought what I'd do is just give this little bit of my desk a little bit of a spruce up. I don't know why I'm feeling so brave today, but I am feeling quite brave, so I'm just going to sort of get on with it while I'm feeling this way. I sort of I don't know, the fear is sort of dissipated a little bit. I don't know why, I just feel a little bit annoyed at it, I think I've got annoyed. So I'm going to put these gloves on, and what we'll do is we'll just give it a spruce up. Bit of spruce up, right, okay, let's do it. Okay, well, come on then, let's do it, right. My runner beans! I found my runner beans! I found my runner beans, I found my runner beans. Those were the runner beans. Oh, for goodness sakes, they're just in a different bag. Oh, fantastic, let's whack those in, yes! It's a little bit spruced, it needs a little bit more sprucing, but we have a tabletop now. You can see, look, this has just been so neglected. Just needs a bit of a sand and a little bit of a wipe down. I found my runner beans. These are runner beans. The ones that I planted were these. These are broad beans. I must have just got confused with just the different packs. They do look a little bit similar, but obviously these are definitely runner beans. So let's go and whack those in. Right, so I've never actually had to do this before, but what we're going to do is we're just going to like dig up all the broad beans. How are they doing anyway? It's actually quite interesting. Oh, they haven't done anything yet. So that's good. So let's just pull them all up. What we'll do is we'll whack them into the actual broad bean bed, because now that I've sort of had them in the ground for a bit, they won't store anymore. So what we'll have to do is plant them anyway. Up they all come. Up you come, guys. Sorry guys, I know you made yourselves at home, but you're not actually supposed to be here. Yeah, it's been a mix-up. Guys. Silly me. Right, are you all up now? Lovely, and then we'll just whack in the actual runner beans. It's so funny because now that I look at them, I can tell they're runner beans and those are broad beans. It's so obvious what I was thinking. Dear. Sorry guys. It's been a mix-up. This is how far our beans got. They just started to sort of sprout a little bit. So what we'll do, instead of wasting them, because I can't store them now, they'll be dead, we're going to just whack them in the gaps in this one, and maybe we'll succession sow by accident, we never know. But we might as well just whack them in, you know, we might as well. these are pretty much, yeah, pretty much dry. Look at the state of my hands. Yeah, pretty much dry now, so we're going to whack them onto the strawberry bed. Well, there we are. So I suppose time will tell whether this works or not. I mean, if anything, it looks like I've got strawberries growing, which is quite nice. It looks like I've actually successfully grown the crop, so that's nice. It also looks quite good with all the hay, actually. It looks like I know what I'm doing. I love making stuff look like I know what I'm doing. Oh, Einstein, would you like a strawberry? Would you like a strawberry? Come down and get a strawberry. It's like, no, no. I knew you'd be too clever for it, Einstein. I knew it. Anyway, they're all down there, so if it works, it works. I'll let you know. Let you know if the birds leave the strawberries alone. But I suppose we won't really know until the actual strawberries grow, and then I can see if they've been eaten by birds or not. And then I won't know if it's slugs or birds anyway. So time will tell, but maybe we'll never know. That's the conclusion. These are the lettuces that I sowed in from a plug plant, and I've just done an absolutely terrible job. Some of them look like they might come back. A lot of them look like they've died. See this one here? It's got some new leaves growing, so that's okay. This one here, dead. Dead, just flopping all about, just dead. I don't know what I did wrong. I actually genuinely don't know what I did wrong. But they don't look very healthy, do they? And none of the rows are coming up of things that I've actually sown here, which is quite frustrating. Oh no, is that something coming up? Might be a weed, could be a weed, but nothing else is coming up. I don't really know what happened with this bed. I think I had spring onion, lettuce, and calendula in here, and radishes, and I really thought that some of it would come up. At least radishes I thought would come up. What I might do is just re-sow all of the rows and try again. That's the thing about gardening, you have to keep trying again. I'm always making mistakes, even now after 5 years. Also I forget things, like basic things, and I forget what my plants are, and I forget to label stuff. Like, I think it's just... Also, I'm not really afraid of making mistakes. I like to just get stuck in and just do it and give it a go. And yeah, so don't get worried if you keep making mistakes and making really silly basic mistakes. Don't worry, I'm still doing it too. We're all learning all the time, and eventually, I mean, I do grow stuff quite successfully, so I'm going to take it as a win. I must be doing something right. I hope you've enjoyed my vlog today. If you had, subscribe to my channel. I will see you again Friday. Have a lovely rest of your gardening week. See you Friday, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.